Where's the beef? There it is. Join me for these delicious beef ribs. Alright, for these ribs, we're going to start with these beef back ribs. Got these on sale. In fact, I just bought every last one of them they had left and put them in the freezer. Alright, so we're going to get these guys out of the cryovac here. And we can see they're falling apart here, so I'm not going to remove the membrane at all. We're just going to use some of this Baron Burton's W sauce or Wash Your Sister sauce, whatever you prefer. Just going to smear that on there. Put a little too much, I'm just going to smear it over to the other side. Get some salt on here. This is just kosher salt. Flip them over. Get some W sauce on this side. Smear it on. Some salt. Really need to replace this salt shaker. It's just not letting enough out, so it takes a bit. Now that I think we're good to go, gonna let that go for a little bit in the fridge for a couple hours and get some pepper on these. Gonna go pretty heavy on the pepper. I love pepper on beef. No better flavor match in the world. Probably should have done the bottom first, but we'll do what we can. Just gonna get that pressed in, get these flipped over. Again, being careful not to rip them because they're not being held together by much because that membrane's pretty tore up. And pepper the bottom of these. And since I did the top on, just I did the top first by accident, just gonna put a little bit more on the top and get that pressed in. We'll let these sit while I get the grill going. Alright, in our Joe here, I have some Jealous Devil Max XL briquettes. I already have some heated here, so I'm just going to dump this chimney here, get it nice and spread out. And while that's heating up, I'm going to get our accessory rack put in. To our Big Joe 3 here. Get our deflector plates put in. Going to leave a little gap in the middle between these two deflector plates. Just let the air come up the middle and heat our dome evenly. Going to go ahead and put one grate on here. You'll see why in just a minute. It has nothing to do with the cook, but just something I wanted to get taken care of while we're doing this cook. Close the lid down. Let our guy get heated up here. And to do so, I'm going to open the top all the way and the bottom all the way. Just lets the max amount of airflow in. Once we're warm to the touch, close it down. Get a little bit of gap here on the top vent, and the bottom vent will be about the same. And starting to see here what I'm doing. I have a cast iron pan. I'm just going to reseason it while we're doing this cook. So closing our heat deflectors together to stop the heat up the middle. Put our other grate on. And then close it down again just to get some more heat built up. Get it back up to 250, 275 is where we want to sit. So about 1 o'clock we're good to go. Take our beef ribs. Throw them on here. Not going to do anything special. Just throw them on there. Leave them on there. Keep around 250, 275 again. After a few hours, you can see here, got a little color, a little bit of bark forming. Nowhere near done, not flexible enough. But hey, we're just going to do a flyover here. Whoa, love that sound. Don't worry, I'll beat this dead horse a little bit more. And here we're getting there. Go ahead and get a temp on these. We're about 170 to 180 on all these spots that I'm testing here. I know you can't see it. So we're going to do another flyover here. Yep. There it is. Production to its greatest. So we're going to move these guys over to the side. Get some tin foil. Get one of these set down. And I'm going to use this barbecue sauce. I don't even know where I found it. I just found it someplace. Thought it sounded good. It is Hey Grill Hey Apple Jalapeno Barbecue Sauce. Just get this opened up, dump it over the top liberally. Make these nice and juicy. So the other rack right on top. And dump some more on top of that rack. And then get these nice and sealed up. If they don't cover all the way, don't worry about it. Just use more tin foil and do what you have to get them sealed up. Just like that. Throw another piece of tin foil on top. Let these sit on here for a few minutes while we go inside. And we'll get our oven prepped and get these guys off of here. The nice thing about beef ribs, you can just throw these guys directly in the oven at 170, let them hold as long as you need them to, and you're ready to eat. Just pull them out. They weren't in there too long, about half an hour or so. And we'll get these guys out of their tin foil. Those look amazing. How I like all my ribs. They're not fall off the bone, but they are extremely tender, juicy, with an amazing flavor. You can see here. That's how I love all my ribs. Alright, so here I'm just going to show you how I trim these up real fast. Just going to get a boning knife from the rack here. And just cut along each rib. Alternating to where each rib will have just a nice hunk of meat on it. You see Dozer back there really wants a nice piece. And just cut off this last little bit here that's just pure bone. No one needs to see that. Just toss that to the side. And once these are all nice and trimmed. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and plate these guys party style, just so everyone gets a nice little bite of how I cut them. Just place them one rib at a time. See how I'm doing it here. And while this is playing, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do the like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment on how you enjoy your beef ribs. I hope you enjoyed this video. And just see you in the next one. Be sure to check out this other amazing video.